Hey everyone, welcome to 20 weeks pregnant. Halfway there. It is so crazy to think we are halfway through this pregnancy today. It is so cool. I'm so excited. 20 weeks down, 20 weeks to go. I cannot wait to meet this little girl. It is so exciting. If you can't tell just for looking at me, I am so tired. I got home about an hour ago from my family's. I was there Wednesday evening through tonight, so Sunday evening. I had the days off and my husband was gone, and so I figured why not? And I loaded up the dogs, I took some stuff, and we went and hung out. I watched my nephew on Thursday, so we didn't have to go to daycare, and picked my niece up from school. She's in kindergarten. So it was fun hanging out with my niece and nephew on Easter and coloring Easter eggs and all that kind of stuff. And we had a great lunch today and did a little Easter egg hunt for them. It was my nephew's first Easter, so that was fun. So it's going pretty good with my husband being gone, but I was off the majority of the week and over there the majority of the week. So I think this next week is going to be more of the tough week because I'm just going to be going to work, coming home, expecting him to be here, and he's not going to be. But yeah, he comes home on Saturday, so we still have about a week to go. So first symptoms for this past week, like I said, I have not had much energy. I can easily fall asleep so easily during the day and take a nap, and it's so not like me. This past week I've just fallen asleep just like sitting there. It's crazy. So definitely so tired. A couple of these next ones, I mean, they are maybe a little TMI, but hey, we're talking pregnancy symptoms here. I have noticed that my breasts are a lot fuller. I mean, it's been slowly going, over the last weeks, but I mean, they're definitely growing. And a little bit more backed up this week, like a little bit more constipated this week. And that's not fun at all. I've never really had issues with that, and so, having to deal with that, I just feel icky and just totally bloated, and that's maybe why I feel more tired too. I don't know. I have definitely been feeling my sweet girl moving, and it is so awesome. I know I mentioned last week that I have been feeling little flutters, but nothing where I'm like totally, definitely like, that is so her. Well, I am definitely feeling her, and it's the best feeling ever. I feel those little movements, those little rolling around. I don't know if they're kicks, elbows. I don't know. She's still so small, but I'm feeling it. And yesterday, and maybe the day before, I would kind of start feeling that movement, and I would pull up my shirt and just stare at my belly, and actually saw like the little movements like on the outside of my belly. It was the most amazing thing ever. It was so cool. That was really neat. I love feeling her move and seeing it. It's just amazing to me. On to the prenatal appointment. I had that on Wednesday morning. Everything's looking good. I'm measuring right on track. The heart rate was 152 beats per minute, so that's great. My iron level was at 12.9, and that's good. They say that they like to see it 10 or above during pregnancy, so my doctor was happy with that. So, I mean, only good news to report there. I mean, nothing too much going on. So, I did mention on Facebook that we have decided on a name for our sweet little girl, and I said that I would reveal it in my 20-week vlog. So I guess I'll go ahead and do that. We really only had a boy's name picked out that we were like completely set on. First, middle name, and that's what we're gonna name our son if we had a little boy. And we had a girl name in mind, but for some reason we weren't like completely set on it like we were with this boy's name. I don't know why. at all. But when we found out it was a girl, I was like, oh no, I have to figure out a girl name. You know, we don't have that. And, you know, we kept on going back to this name, and, you know, we pretty much decided that's what we like. We look through other names. We don't really like them as much. We keep on going back to this name. And so this is what it's going to be. Her name is going to be Kaylin Elizabeth. I love it. It's so us. My husband and I, you know, we don't like, you know, the traditional sounding name as much. It's just not us. They're cute, but it's just not us. And Elizabeth, I have loved ever since I was a little girl. I used to always name my baby dolls Elizabeth, and I just loved the name. And Kate Elizabeth, it's just a total, you know, original name. We are naming after any family members on each side. We didn't want to really do much of that. So yes, I am so excited. We've known for a couple weeks now that is going to be what we are going to name her for a few weeks now. And so we've already been kind of calling her that. So I love it. Kaylin Elizabeth. Love it. It's awesome to be able to call her by her name, especially, you know, since she's moving now and she's, you know, my tummy's getting bigger, and I've definitely felt more growth in the last couple of weeks. So it's really fun. We have a name for our little girl. I know in my last week vlog that I was talking about diaper bags. From doing more of my own research and listening to some of your guys' comment and watching, you know, some YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff, I decided that I wanted the Skip Hop Studio Diaper Tote. I'd looked at it before, but I hadn't really thought seriously about it. I was just starting to do research. I hadn't been set on anything or anything like that. But then a couple of y'all did recommend that, so I decided that's what I want. I like the charcoal dot color, and I just think it's neutral. So I love it. And my mom has actually already purchased that for me and already has it. I saw it today. It already came in the mail. I already saw it. It's for my baby shower gift. One of the things I'm getting from her. So I don't have it here with me. I'm not getting it till July 9th for my baby shower. But she let me look at it today to make sure that I like it, and you know, it's everything that I thought it was going to be and everything like that, and I love it. Like I've mentioned, we were originally going to my mom and I were going to make Kaylin's bedding. And I picked out some fabrics from a fabric collection that I just loved, and all we had to do was figure out what we wanted to wear. And you know, I have the pattern that we got at Joann's. They had all their patterns on sale for 99 cents. So I got the pattern for $1. And we were just trying to figure out, you know, what measurements of each fabric we needed, blah, 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 blah. We had figured everything out, and when I was looking, and I was putting things in my shopping cart from 3 different stores online, because not all of them carried every single one, or if they did, they were out of stock. And so I was gonna have to order from 3 different online shops for this fabric. I hadn't placed the order, and then I started second guessing. I was like, this is getting expensive, and that's not even including the padding for the bumpers, the comforter, anything like that, you know, and all the other little things that you need, thread and all that kind of stuff. But thread's not expensive. But this was definitely adding up. And so I was talking to my sister, and I was like, you know, maybe I should just, you know, look at more bedding sets and just buy, you know, a crib set instead of making it. Because I could get a pretty good one for the price that I'm going to pay for all this material and everything that we plan on making the bedding with, without all the hassle and, you know, trying to get it done, and what if something doesn't work out and then you have to buy even more fabric. We are going to lean towards the buying the bedding, and there's one that I love, that it's fun, it's bright. I don't like the traditional looking pastel color bedding or the too themey kind of looks. And I found this one that I liked. Everywhere's out of stock. I have looked at every single place that it comes up that it has it online, and everything's out of stock or back ordered. And I actually personally emailed the designer of this bedding. I emailed the designer, saying that I love this bedding, and asking what was going on, because I figured it was something on their end in the production process to where these vendors aren't getting the product. And she says that this bedding set is very popular right now. They are continuing to make it, but they are even out of stock themselves. So they're in the process of getting more made and distributed, and they are going to be back in stock mid to late June. That is like 2 months away. And when I find something that I like, I want to order it now. I want it now. I've made my decision. I want it. That's going to be kind of difficult if I do decide to get this, waiting 2 months, because I want to find, get the paint color to match, all the accessories and decorations for her room. So I'm not completely decided on what I'm going to do on that.